Welcome back to my channel, my honeys. Merry Christmas. I pray that your Christmas brings you and your family love, peace, and prosperity. I can't believe that we're almost at the end of 2020. That literally blows my mind. It's been a very tough road that we have been on, but we are survivors and we did it. My heart does go out to everyone who lost someone during this crazy pandemic. Christmas is a time to be showered with love, blessings. We are so blessed to have the things that we do. May God take all of your worries, your sadness, and fill your life with happiness, hope, and faith. I know we can't get together with all of our family members this holiday, but that's okay. This will be over really soon, I promise. With that said, let's not stress. Let's go ahead and pour ourselves a glass of wine. I am drinking Stella Rosa, one of my favorite wines, and let's have some fun and let's get glammed. Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So what did you guys think of the intro? Did it make you want to pour yourself a glass of wine? If you guys didn't know, Stella Rosa is definitely one of my favorite wines. I don't like wines that like as soon as you take a drink you're like, ooh, like that was strong. Like I don't like wines like that. I like wines that like really smooth into the body and it makes you want to grab some more. Even though wine can literally creep up on you though, like even if it's like not your favorite, I feel like the more sips you take, like the more you get drunk like super fast. I definitely love to have a glass of wine for Christmas, New Year's, for the holidays. That's just definitely like my go-to all the time. So I'm so excited because today we're definitely doing something more dramatic. If you guys haven't seen my most recent video, I did a very simple, easy Christmas glam that you guys, you know, people who are not that advanced with makeup, that tutorial will definitely help you guys create something still really pretty but yet soft. But you guys know me that I also love myself a very good beat. So today I'm going to be doing something more heavier than the video that you guys just recently saw. More glam, like more glitter, more sparkle in the eyes. Definitely way more than what you guys just saw recently in my other video. So I'm going to go into my Morphe M441 brush and we're going to start off with a transition shade. So I did prep my eyes with the MAUVEN Beauty. This is their eye cream shadow in the shade called Coquet. The first palette is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. I also have a code with them. I am so excited and so grateful and thankful. So if you guys want to use my code, it's just Sandy. You get some money off. You can't use it on new products though. You can use it on this palette and some of their lip products as well, and highlighters, their glow powders. I absolutely love this brand, and this palette, you guys, is so fire. And I already did a video you know, talking about this palette and everything. So I'm going to start off with the shade called Nudist, which is this shade right here, and we're going to use that for all over the crease. So we're just going to place this like all over the crease, and I went with a more fluffier brush because I just really want to mainly focus this shade right here. And I want it to be really blended. Now I am going a little bit higher than I normally would because, you know, my crease is right here. If I look at you guys, it's like right here, but I'm going just a little bit above that, and then I'm taking the eyeshadow right in here, right underneath the beginning of the head of my brow, just to bronze this up, because later on when we go into the cream contour and bronzer, I really want all this to just connect with each other. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm still gonna go back into that same shade called Nudist, and same brush, we're just gonna go ahead and place it right here towards the outer corner. You can definitely go into what I normally go into, the Line and Define eye tapes from e.l.f. Cosmetics. A lot of you guys have asked me where I get these from. You can get them at any drugstore. I think I bought mine either at Walmart or I got them at Walgreens. I don't remember where, or Target. But they're so amazing. I definitely recommend them if you want like a nice sharp line, but I think for today I just want something more clean, more bronzy, and not too harsh down here. I want everything to look very blended with the rest of my makeup. Again, what I'm doing is just placing it right here towards the outer corner, very lightly, and then with whatever we have left, start to flick it this way and then just bring it in to the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the same palette and I'm going to pick up the shade called Mink, which is this nice dark brown shade, and we're going to go ahead and just place this. The thing here is that we're not going to place it just right in the crease. What we're going to try to do, you guys, is kind of create like a halo eye, if that makes any, or a spot. I think it's a spotlight eyeshadow look, where it's like darkness towards the outer and inner corner, and then we leave the middle for more of like the glitter and like, you know, yeah, more of the glitter shimmery shades. So I'm going to place that shade, and going into it with a Morphe M433, we're just going to place it towards the outer corner and then the inner corner. I'm going to try my best to not take it up too high because I kind of just want it right here so it looks nice and smoky. I don't want it to look too harsh. Like, I want it to look elegant, you know, nicely blended, but yet very bronzy and very wearable at the same time. Alright guys, so this is how, I think this is how dark I might just want to keep it, or maybe add a little bit more darkness. So we're going to go into the MAUVEN Cosmetics, and this is the palette called Basic Beat Define, and I'm going to go into this dark brown here because it's pretty on the dark side, but I mainly want to focus the main darkness towards the outer corner, a little bit towards the inner corner, but not too much. So for the inner corner, I'm going to grab this VIEVE NG334 brush, and this brush is very small, very detailed, which is going to fit right here in the eye really well. So I'm just going to pick up some of that eyeshadow and just apply it right here to give it some more darkness. Alright guys, so now it's time to apply the bronzy shade, just the main focus right here, like on the main center, the spotlight. So I'm going to go back into the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade called Lavish, which is this one right here. And I'm using my Morphe M167. I'm going to apply some. It's very nice and buttery, so I like the way that it looks on the skin. So right now what you want to do is just kind of blend it into the darker shades that we just placed, just to make sure that everything looks nice and smooth. You can take it up a little bit higher, right in the center. And I'm going back into that VIEVE NG334, picking up the same shades from that MAUVEN Beauty, that dark brown shade, and just apply some more right here. Just patting, so that way it blends in with that shimmer shade. As you guys can tell over here, this looks really sparkly. So I decided to go into the Artist Couture. This is their Spotlight Glitz, you guys. So bomb, so good, and it definitely brought that sparkle that I was missing. So I do like to use it with a glitter adhesive, so I'm going into this one from VOSS. I normally go into my Lit Cosmetics glitter adhesive, which I'll also link it down below for you guys in the description box, but I also have this one from VOSS, which still, you know, works the same. And then here we have the Spotlight Glitz shade. Just like to place it right here in the center, and it feels wet on the lid, but it holds the glitter really well. And I'm still using the same Morphe M167 brush, that nice flat brush. And what I'm doing is just patting it right on top. And then with whatever I have left, I just start to apply it on the rest of the lid. Very lightly though. And now we're gonna go into liquid eyeliner. So for the eyeliner today, guys, it's gonna be a little bit different than I normally do. Normally for this, I would just focus it towards the outer corner, but for today, I kind of want something more on the cat eye towards the bottom to really extend this out more this way. So I really want it to look more like a cat eye, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and take it in the inner corner, extend it a little bit more out, and then go out this way. And then we'll go ahead and just smoke it out towards the bottom lash line, but keeping this part right here of the eye, the lower lash line, completely empty. And then I do take my MAC 266, and I'm going into the Essential palettes from VIEVE Cosmetics. I'm picking up that dark matte shade. If you don't have this palette, it's totally okay. You can use whatever you have at home. Any black matte eyeshadow, and I'm taking the shade called Goodnight, and I'm applying this right on top of the liquid eyeliner. The reason why is because the HANK&HENRY liner, like I said, it's shiny and I want it to be more on the matte smoky side, but I just love the applicator of this eyeliner, and it really does stay in place. It does not budge. But I'm just taking some eyeshadow to make it more smokier, a little bit less harsh towards the outer corner of the wing. As you guys can see here, I'm starting to blend it going upwards with the MAC 266 to kind of diffuse and blend out that harsh line that we did with the eyeliner, to really make it look like it's already smoked out towards that corner. And that way in pictures it just looks nice and blended, and it doesn't look like we can see a straight up black harsh line. Again, that's just totally up to you. You guys can definitely keep it that way. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all, but I kind of want this to look more on the smoky side. Alright guys, so I went ahead and slapped on some lashes and cleaned off any remaining fallout that we may have on the eyes. So you guys definitely don't have to do the inner corner, you know, extended liner. You can definitely skip out on that and just do the normal wing, whatever you're most comfortable with. So now we're going to go ahead and focus towards this empty space or negative space that we have going on right here. Let's go into the glitter adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap this on underneath here. 167 and pick up that same shade Lavish. Just place it right here. And then I'm going to go back into that same glitter from Artist Couture using the same brush and just applying it right there. We're going into some glitter today, you guys. So the eyes are pretty much done, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and slap on my MAC Chromographic pencil in the shade NC15, and we're going to place this all over the waterline. Now, you can definitely keep it very smoky, whatever floats your boat, but I'm going to keep it very white underneath or on the waterline just to keep my eye looking nice and large. I just want the darkness to be really focused towards that inner and outer corner only. So I'm going to go into my e.l.f. Luminous Matte makeup primer, and we're going to place this in the areas where we normally place our primer. Even though we're going to be chilling in la sala, I still want my makeup to last a long time. For foundation, I'm going to go into the NARS. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and it's semi-matte. And I'm going into the shade Medium 1. So this foundation, you guys, is it's very liquidy, so you definitely have to make sure that you are shaking it. But I like that it's semi-matte because it doesn't make your skin look completely dry. It still gives you that nice like shine feel to the skin. Luminous, I guess you can say. So I'm going into the Be Bella NG306 brush for foundation. So we're just going to slap this on really quick. So since our foundation, you guys, is semi-matte and it's not completely matte, I'm going to go into my Makeup Forever Velvet Skin in the shade 2.4. You guys already know, hands down, that I absolutely love this concealer. It is very heavy, so for anybody who wants to try this, just an FYI, it can be very heavy under the eye, but it just blends so beautiful. I don't have a lot of wrinkles underneath my eyes, so I can definitely get away with this. I haven't used it on anybody who has a lot of wrinkles, so I really can't comment on that. But for me, you guys, it just highlights this under eye very, very well. And I like to go ahead and apply some right here, just to kind of help lift this eye a little bit more. I love concealer, so you don't have to use this much as I'm using. You guys are more than welcome to use as much as you want. Down the nose, above the cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. So for cream contour, you guys, I'm going to go into the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chestnut. And again, just using my Luxie Beauty brush. And once again, we're just applying our cream contour like we would to be applying like if we were to be applying bronzer. I'm just using like a brush that I would normally use to, you know, apply some eyeshadow. We just want a thinner brush by the nose area. I always do the sides of my nose and then just the tip. Okay, so now let's go ahead and blend out our concealer. Okay, so once we've gone and blend out our concealer, I'm just going back into that brush that we used to apply the cream contour and blend out the concealer. Alright guys, so now it's time to go ahead and set all of our cream products. So I got into my one size. This is the Ultimate Translucent Powder. You guys already know that I am obsessed with this powder. It is so good. I love how fine it is, and it, like, whenever you use a brush to dust away any extra product, it just blends into the skin so nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set my cream contour. I'm gonna go into, of course, the Matte Ambition Full Spectrum Powder by CoverGirl in the shade Medium Tan Neutral. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M405. So for blush, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the shade Peachy Love, taking Nectarine and Ginger, which is the two matte shades right here. And I'm using my Sigma F10 Powder Blush brush. And we're going to go ahead and just apply some blush. Alright guys, so for the highlighter, you probably guessed it, I'm going to go into Estate Cosmetics in the shade called Bye. It's one of their baked highlighters, and I'm using my Be Bella NG322 brush to apply it. So I don't want to apply none on my cheek area because I already have a lot of glitter going on in my eyes. So I'm just going to apply it on my forehead. So I like when I take pictures and you can see my glow on my forehead, and then just down the bridge of the nose just a little bit, and then on the tip. So now you guys, I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Ultra Cosmetics and just kind of dust away whatever powder we have left on the skin. As you guys can tell, as soon as I applied my contour powder, or my bronzer, sorry, and my blush, the powder just kind of really, like, I don't know, it just dusts away. It's so fine that you can't even see it anymore. So that's one thing that I really like about that powder. Okay, so for lips, I'm definitely going to go with something more on the nude side, of course, obvio. I did do a bold red lip in my previous tutorial for the more simple glam Christmas look, but for today, I definitely want to do something nude since we have a lot going on with the eyes. I definitely want to keep this very nude and very simple. So for the lip pencil, I think I'm going to go into VIEVE Cosmetics in the shade Bark. This lip pencil, you guys, is seriously live. If you guys haven't tried any of her products, definitely check it out. I also did a video talking about her products. And then for the lip, the main lip shade, I don't know what I want to do, to be honest. I kind of want to go into the VIEVE one again because it's just really, really bomb. Yeah, let's do that. All right, honeys, and that is it for today's makeup look for Christmas. It's definitely way more, you know, glam than the makeup look that I just posted for you guys, but this is definitely so me. I love makeup looks that are super glam, extreme, especially for the holidays. I mean, if we were going out to like a New Year's Eve party or a Christmas Eve party, this is definitely a makeup look that I would rock. And you guys just remember that you can always switch everything out. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm sorry that I have to constantly keep repeating myself with that, but sometimes I see comments where they're like, well, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. And I'm like, that's cool, girl. Completely understand. You can definitely switch it up. You can do whatever your little heart desires. Just because I'm doing it this way doesn't mean that you have to as well. This is just something, you know, makeup look that I came up with that I absolutely love. It's bronzy, it's smoky. So with that, say you guys, happy holidays, be safe, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Besitos, los quiero mucho, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I just got into a little argument with my husband. And what's the best way, you guys, to relax yourself, find your inner self? Remove yourself from negativity? Yeah, a glass full of wine. Anybody else do that when you get into a fight with your loved one, your boyfriend, your husband? Pour yourself a glass of wine. Let them be upset. They'll come back and apologize anyway. Just saying.